This Channel 3 newscast is brought to you by the Calvetta Brothers Floor Show. It's time to fall in love again with your home. And now, Channel 3 News at 6.
A good Monday evening. It has been a little more than a year since the Chardon school shootings that put Nick Walczak in a wheelchair. Since then, he has graduated from high school and is ready to move on with his life. But tonight, there's news that he's going to have a little help.
Senior health correspondent Monica Robbins brings us the story of the unlikely people who are really helping to change Nick's life.
They really are. You might recall last Christmas, I put Nick Walczak in touch with W.A.G.S for Kids, a local nonprofit organization that provides service dogs to kids with mobility disabilities. He knew at the time it would be several months before he'd get his service dog because it was still being trained. But we thought it would be a good idea for both Nick and the dog's trainers to meet each other a little early.
For the past several months, Turner's been an inmate at the North Central Correctional Complex, behind barbed wire, learning skills to carry him through life. But Turner doesn't have a prison number. He has 4 legs and fur, and soon he'll be Nick Walczak's friend to freedom.
Hello, you must be Nick.
I am.
Hello, Nick. My name is Jerry.
Jerry, nice to meet you.
This is Turner. Turner, say hi to Nick. He's been waiting a long time to meet you.
Jerry Blaze is one of 9 inmate dog trainers, a specialized program where 24/7 they train dogs for W.A.G.S, working animals giving service to kids, a charity providing service dogs to kids like Nick with mobility disabilities. But this is the first time ever inmates have met the person whose life they're helping to change.
I think Turner will give him something else to get up for every day, and just, it's kind of like me. It's more, we got responsibilities now. Get up, take care of these dogs. And
rather than having to kind of guess at exactly how he gets in and out of his chair, now we'll actually be able to see it and mold that dog properly.
Nick quickly learned Turner can open the door to independence. Turn on lights. Turn them off, too. When Nick gets thirsty, Turner takes care of it. He'll help Nick start his day by bringing him his wheelchair and shoes. Even help out Nick's mom by picking up the laundry. For the inmates, this experience is overwhelming.
This gives me an opportunity to give something back, especially knowing how these dogs affect these kids' lives.
I think you guys are amazing people just for doing this. Really, I mean, you're helping out a lot of kids and like helping out me.
Turner will stay by Nick's side for years to come. But first, Nick needs to learn Turner's old tricks. The inmates will teach him too.
Sit down.
I haven't seen Nick smile that much in a long time, and the inmates became very emotional when Turner climbed up into Nick's lap and took to him instantly. W.A.G.S for Kids asks each family that gets a dog to hold a fundraiser to help pay it forward and cover the cost of the next kid's service dog. The care and training is several $1,000s. It takes nearly 2 years to get the dogs ready, and if you'd like to learn more about the program and donate for future kids, including Nick, go to WKYC.com.
That was just wonderful to see that meeting between the 2 of them. How many dogs are actually trained at once?
They actually train 6 dogs a year, and these dogs are specially chosen and they start training at 8 weeks old. The program usually has 11 inmates involved, and it's zero tolerance. They lose their privilege and dog if they get into any sort of trouble, and they rotate the dogs so there's no bonding.
No bonding between the inmates
and
the dogs, but
yeah.
You can see there's going to be an amazing bond between Nick and his dog.
Absolutely.
Right. Thank you, Monica.
And now to a story from here at home. Inmates who have committed some horrific crimes are now part of a program that's changing lives, including their own.
Senior health correspondent Monica Robbins went into the prison to meet the men who are now giving something back to society with their time.
They're now known by numbers: 618-815, 658-279. Their freedom taken away because of crimes they've committed. But 9 of them are doing something special with their time, changing lives they'll never meet.
Getting up every day and knowing that what I'm going to do today has so much meaning.
I've been taken from people all my life, and now it's a chance to give back, and that's awesome.
Jerry Blaze, Lance Shelton, and Rodney Houghton are among service dog trainers for W.A.G.S, working animals giving service to kids, a charity that needed free help.
I never imagined, never, that what we've been able to create here, how it's changed lives inside the prison, not just for the kids we place the dogs with.
24/7, the inmates train their dogs tricks to help kids in need, while teaching themselves lessons they'll need on the outside.
We are a zero tolerance group, and once you decide to attend to our animals, you can't get in trouble. You have to choose to not get in trouble.
The dogs require them to be responsible, disciplined, patient, and compassionate.
It's teaching things that I could take 50 years in a classroom and never teach, so it's a wonderful thing.
There are more than 2,200 inmates incarcerated here and a handful of dogs. And despite all of the programs being offered, the dogs are making one of the biggest differences.
And it tends to calm the facility down, it reduces violence, it reduces misconduct by the offenders, and it creates a home atmosphere almost.
And what have they learned about themselves?
There's a good person inside of here. It's much better doing time with a dog that don't talk back than with another inmate.
Lifelong change is really up to them. It's not something W.A.G.S is going to do for them. Certainly, it's an opportunity for them to see a different way.
It's a chance for me to do something that's greater than myself. Society looks at us as inmates as what we've done to get ourselves here. And this is a chance to prove that that's not what we're about. We're more than the things that we've done to come here. We're good people.
Now, while the inmates do the training for free, professionals are involved too, and care, training, and supplies, and the cost of the dog is actually several $1,000s, and it can take nearly 2 years to get a dog ready. W.A.G.S for Kids asks each family that gets a dog to hold a fundraiser to help pay it forward and cover the cost of the next kid's service dog. If you'd like to learn more about W.A.G.S for Kids and help donate for future kids, go to WKYC.com.
Well, it seems like the dogs have such a positive effect on the inmates. Are they the only dogs at the prison?
No, there are 6 dogs with W.A.G.S for Kids, but also they take care of shelter dogs for the local shelters, so there are several dogs on campus.
Very nice. Thank you, Monica.
Sure.
To Philadelphia now.